next. The Magic. So happy to have you here for a... Here's a look at some stats for Grayson Allen.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And so off the tip, it's Boston and the starting group for the Celtics. They've got Justin Jackson, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Russell in at shooting guard. Now here's Russell, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. He buries it from 3. And here we are, Grant, coming up on Thanksgiving. Now, when you're at the table, what's the first food you reach for?
Oh, B.A., I always go for the turkey. That's the foundation of my Thanksgiving eating. You got to start with that first and then work around that.
I'll tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Doncic with it, picked up by Allen. Pass to Russell. Left side, Porzingis. Back to Russell. Porzingis in the post. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Kristaps did not get thrown off by the contact. He's just too big and long, too determined as well.
Doncic against Paul to the paint. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And now let's see how teams compare in the early going with a look at the power rankings. You take a look at Brooklyn. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where Boston is, they've had an intriguing start to the season. Recently, they've strung together some wins. You get the feeling that their confidence is really growing.
Doncic with it, guarded by Adebayo. Here's Turner. He can't get that one to fall. Now Orlando takes it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Drops in the 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And they pick up 2.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Oh, and Turner with a block. Here's Doncic. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Paul. His last outing, he had 18 points. Brooks against Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one drops. Boston trailing. Doncic left side. The shot misses. Good D by Adebayo. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. And you know, Grant, Bam Adebayo expanding his offensive game. He's got a legitimate shot. He's a legitimate threat from mid-range now.
I mean, Adebayo, he takes a lot of shots from mid-range. He does a good amount of damage with his shot. You figure it's just a matter of time before those become three-point attempts.
First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for the Magic, number 5. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Doncic, and Doncic with the jam.
Nice look from Porzingis. Good vision there. That's what he has to do with the ball in his hand. Scan the floor, see what's available, keep his teammates involved as much as possible.
Now here's Paul. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Adebayo. Oh, Oh, and Turner with a block. And he's able to get it back.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First one falls for him.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
Hachimura's checked in for Orlando.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus. That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Allen. He picked up 10 in his last game. Takes a three. Doncic grabs the miss.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Pass to Porzingis. Kept alive by Boston. Here's Turner. Another shot. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one. Missed it. And has no one to blame but himself.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Now Allen. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Outside Monk. Bryant, a screen on Doncic. He gets it in there.
Monk, a nice finisher around the basket now, using his quickness to get past defenders on the drive.
Monk against Doncic. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Monk. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Boy, evolving over time this part of his game. When Monk does look to set up his teammates, that's a big asset.
Allen against Russell. And he buries his first look.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Allen. Outside Gallinari. To the middle. That shot off the mark. Good D by Porzingis.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Rui Hachimura.
And, you know, when healthy, Porzingis is a problem, man. I mean, this guy is so hard to match up against because of his skill and his size.
Some changes for Boston. Prince comes in for Jackson, and Devontae Graham is subbed in for Doncic. Pass to Gallinari. Hachimura with a screen on Porzingis. Back to Monk. Bryant in the high post. Takes it inside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Back to Graham. There's the triple. And they recover it. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
First in fewest turnovers per game. First in opponent points per game. And they came in third when it comes to opponent field goal percentage. These guys really work hard to protect the hoop and limit the open angles.
And they have to be pleased with their low turnover rate. It's the best in the league because they are fantastic at maintaining control. Allen on the wing. Guarded by Russell. Allen, the pass to Bryant. Shot clock at 2. Gallinari for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 6-point Magic lead.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pass to Fall. Over Monk. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Blake Monk picks one up. That free throw, no good. That one's no good. Orlando has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. To the inside. Here's Gallinari. Here's Bryant. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Outside Porzingis. Shoots over Gallinari. And that one's good for Porzingis.
Well, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Monk against Graham. And Devontae Graham is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Fourth team foul. Checking in for the Celtics.
Brooks finds Monk. And there's the screen. 1 second left. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time buck.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Magic up by 8. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range to this point. Always nice to start out like that.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
We've got Chris Paul. He's out there with Malik Monk. Bam Adebayo is out there with Dillon Brooks. That's who's out there for Orlando. 6 on the shot clock. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And we saw players like Jalen Green skip college and go straight to the G League with the Ignite team. Clark, now prospects are leaving high school early to go pro.
Yeah, and I think they should have that opportunity and right to choose that option if they feel that's what they want to do, B.A. Not everybody is going to be able to make it to the NBA, but some can actually forego college and get their NBA or pro career started earlier, and they should have that right and option.
Thomas, he's checked in for Boston. Graham against Monk. Prince down low. That one doesn't drop. Now Orlando takes it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Monk against Graham. Here's Ellington. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From deep. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Brooks missing. Boston shooting around 53%, a nice number. Pass to Prince. Here's Ellington. That's tipped. And the Magic pushing it up now. And it's Monk missing. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul. And he makes the first.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Throws it up high. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
The kick out to Graham. Driving to the basket. And a nice finish on the layup. Graham's got his first points of the night. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Paul with it. Outside Monk from the arc. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Monk's got 5.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3-ball. I mean, fantastic. Measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Graham for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Brooks outside. Pass to Adebayo. No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one. To the paint. Here's Baisley. And that one no good to start off the night. Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. And it's Monk missing. The Celtics have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Back to Graham. Pass to Ellington. Back to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. The shot comes out. Good D by Adebayo. Orlando's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Outside Monk. Back to Brooks. Now here's Adebayo. Outside Monk. Long target from range. Monk's got 6 points in the quarter.
You got to be up on Monk all the time. I mean, even when the pass has not gotten to him yet, you need to be there before it arrives because he's ready to let it go when he catches it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Doncic, no good. Here's Orlando. They're on a 15-6 run.
And he says he needs to improve his game in a lot of areas. But if you ask me, Luka Doncic is one of the most complete players you'll find. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Doncic's shot is good.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And you talk about the overall game of Doncic. He's a tremendous passer, a tremendous rebounder, and we know he can score.
And that's what defines the great players. Even if his shot's off on a given night, he has other ways to impact the game.
Hachimura outside, launches it, and again, it's Orlando with a 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Hachimura with a screen on Jackson. And here's Bryant outside. The rebound by Turner.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
It's Doncic with a drive. And Doncic with the jam.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Doncic has been an immediate star, capable of big nights just about any time he's on the court.
All right, fans, get on your feet.
And now let's see who is leading the league in steals. Second, Chris Paul.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
So it's Orlando now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Shot clock at 6. Allen on the wing. Here's the 3. Rebound Boston. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Turner finds Jackson. Here's Baisley. And here's Jackson. Doncic outside. Excellent D there from Bryant. The Magic have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Turner in the high post. Banked it in off the glass. Turner's got his first bucket in this one.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Bryant, right side. Nice work on the boards, paying off for the basket. Bryant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from him.
Puts it up. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Baisley misses. The Magic shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Call against Jackson. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Bryant finds Allen. 4 on the clock. On the take. Oh, and Turner with a block. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
For 3, Allen. Timeout called. The Celtics.
T-shirt time. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your 4-0.
There's Russell at the end of. And now. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Kristaps Porzingis. Luka Doncic is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Miles Turner, and it's Jackson in at the 3. Outside for Russell. Takes the 3. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Russell's got 5 points.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Brooks, the pass to Adebayo, and stolen by Porzingis. And here's Jackson. Pass to Doncic. No luck on that one. Good D by Adebayo.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his second.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting a solid 47%. Here's Doncic. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Doncic with the bucket.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Magic shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Doncic against Paul. There's a screen. Up and over Doncic. Paul can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room. He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Paul passes to Allen. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Sends it home from 3-point land.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Orlando has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all through rope.
And the Celtics making a change here. Thomas is checked in. And a moment to check and see who is in the lead when it comes to blocks. In the third spot, Kristaps Porzingis.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And Russell, here we go. Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Pass to Adebayo. On the wing, Brooks. Here's the pick. Over Jackson. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
That free throw no good. Well, Clark is someone with a close eye on the college game. How excited were you about this season's incoming rookies?
Boy, I tell you, man, it's always exciting. I mean, that's been my take every year. I mean, you take a look at the guys in college and you know some of them will be pros, and you're excited for them to have that opportunity to realize a dream. So I think the drive and enthusiasm of these young guys at the college level as they embark on trying to be pros, that's always fun for me to watch and see.
Brian, he's checked in for Orlando. Monk comes in for Paul. Off the inbound pass, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Russell, the pass to Turner. Russell against Brooks. Back to Turner. Doesn't go for him. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Turner passes to Jackson. Turner inside. Monk covers. Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 5 now.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touchdown on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Pass to Adebayo. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the Magic making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Baisley uses the glass on the layup.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Brooks against Russell. Now Monk. Give him 8 points now. Hachimura with a screen on Graham. Clock at 6. And Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Clock is at 3. Brooks from outside. Boston with a rebound. Right side, Graham. They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Graham. Pass to Porzingis. Fires it. And he can't get that one. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Hachimura. Monk for 3. No good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. It's Monk on the wing. Outside for Brooks. Hachimura against Russell. Back to Brooks. From behind the arc. Russell with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Here's Porzingis, and it's in there. Porzingis has got 8.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Outside Gallinari. Here's the screen by Bryant. It's Gallinari with a drive, and that one's drained from the low block. He's got 7.
The mobility from Gallinari. For a guy of his size, he can really blitz the hoop.
And he makes it.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure.
Monk passes to Bryant.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you...
They can't afford to give him open.
Go on the assist from Graham. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter. Here's Monk. Outside Gallinari. Here's the screen by Bryant. 5 on the clock. Gallinari, the pass to Bryant.
At the line for Orlando, Thomas Bryant.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Bryant. And Boston has possession. Here's Graham. And Devontae Graham is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And we just got a second look there at an exceptional mobile 1 block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's the Magic delivering the blowout. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Grayson Allen. He's out there with Chris Paul. Rui Hachimura is out there with Bam Adebayo. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Paul, he's checked in for Boston. Luka Doncic comes in for Graham.
For the Celtics, Taco Fall. Luka Doncic.
Out to the right wing. They set the pick. And it's Paul off the drive. Good D by Doncic.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Pass to Fall. Doncic on the wing. Tipped. And stolen by Adebayo. And the Magic pushing it up now. And Allen gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 20. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Another thing, they haven't missed a beat on the fast break in either half tonight.
Allen, the pass to Adebayo. Boston with a rebound. Doncic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Going inside. And Doncic with the jam.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Paul against Doncic. And it's Paul off the drive. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get a shot to fall.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Look at Luka playing hard, which is always the way he goes. It's a foul, but keeps pushing and takes his shot, playing through contact.
Brooks, he's checked in for Orlando. Turner, he's checked in for Boston. Doncic against Paul. Up and over Doncic. Pass to Adebayo. Wing shot on the way. And another miss by Orlando.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Adebayo. Back to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brooks. From deep. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And they doubled up Doncic. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Thomas, he's checked in for Russell. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Magic. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, what I love about Adebayo is he picks smart shots to take. Just an efficient offensive player.
Here's Doncic. No good that time. Now Orlando takes it the other way. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Kristaps Porzingis. He's checked in for Boston. Paul against Doncic. Down low. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
And both free throws good for Adebayo.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
Doncic passes to Turner. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Allen with it. Fades and shoots. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 8 points in the quarter.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
He takes it in, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Jackson, he's checked in for Boston. Russell comes in for Doncic. Brooks outside. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
Chris Paul plays with a competitive fire that is actually infectious. I mean, even in the latter stages of his career, he is still getting it done at a high level.
Inside, here's Adebayo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Adebayo's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game. Right side, Porzingis. To stop the run. No good on the shot. The Magic have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Adebayo.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Jackson, pass to Turner. It's hauled in by the Magic. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now. Allen against Russell. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Jackson. Adebayo, no good. Boston's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Turner And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And there's the whistle. Foul on the Orlando Magic. And some have said the pandemic increased the league's interest in a potential expansion. Grant, is that something you'd like to see?
You know, I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, it just speaks to the league continuing to be popular and continuing to grow throughout the world. So we all know there'd be a hefty expansion fee, but there's some great markets out there that love the game of basketball and would really embrace a team. You know, one city that comes to mind, Seattle. So maybe it'll happen. I'm hoping it does.
And now let's present our new player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
What an impressive performance for him tonight, particularly on the scoreboard. Understand the team's unselfish play, the ball movement, the player movement allowed him to convert consistently on the offensive end.
Well, they were coming off 2 straight losses, and he put his foot down. He stepped up his game, had a big night, and got them moving in the right direction again. Left side, Graham. To the middle. Turner inside. Working on Adebayo. 4 on the clock. Turner, no good. Here's Orlando. They're on a 19-6 run.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early. You're going to be seeing that often.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Down low. Here's Brooks. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with them. I mean, these hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Adebayo sets a screen. Paul with it. Turner covering. Offensive rebound.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Russell from outside. Rebound by the Magic. And here's Paul. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.